I've had clients say nobody has ever stood up for me like that in my entire life, and that means something to them, and it gives them hope, and it makes them feel worthy in a way that they should, but that they haven't.
City Health understands that everything touches public health, and housing is absolutely a part of that.
Well, New Orleans is one of the greatest cities in the United States, probably one of the greatest cities in the world.
I think most people know us for our food and our music and our world-class culture.
This wonderful city of New Orleans is who she is because of her people.
The city has so much life. There's so much to do. New Orleans is a very gig-based economy. We are very tourist-based.
It's this land of like true diversity, both culturally and also in thought.
It comes through people. Of course, it's felt throughout the streets of the city of New Orleans, but what makes it so special is ensuring that we're investing in our people. And so what we're talking about now, I think, is a real reflection and an example of that.
When COVID started, we had 5 attorneys, 1 secretary, and 1 paralegal. And we were running around like chickens with our heads cut off.
In the New Orleans area, we had about a 300% increase in the amount of people seeking our services post-COVID. So we decided in early 2021 to approach Chief Judge Henry, who was the Chief Judge of First City Court at that time, about starting an eviction desk because we knew that we weren't reaching as many people as needed help. By the end of the year, when there was an attorney present, the tenant had about a 450% better chance of getting a favorable outcome than when they were on their own.
So they're going to have...
Right-to-Counsel really came to be by embracing the existing and known conditions in this city, recognizing that New Orleans, just its fabric, we're a city of majority renters, and the rental community are the backbone of the culture of this city and really the backbone of the state of Louisiana.
The biggest problem is that you had these landlords who really understood how everything worked and how the court system worked and the eviction process worked. But you had these renters that had no idea what was happening or what rights they had or how to like work through the court system to come up with some type of alternative to be able to stay in your home.
We've been knowing we need right-to-counsel forever. I came here almost 30 years ago on an eviction prevention grant. And at that time, that was the only funding that we had from the city of New Orleans specifically to do eviction defense work.
We're outside of First City Court. This is where the evictions are held in Orleans Parish on the East Bank. So I have eviction court today. I have a client that is facing eviction for non-payment of rent. We're hoping to work something out with his landlord, and we're going to get in there and we're going to see what happens. So in Louisiana, if you lose in court, it could be a 24-hour minimum. Generally, if you show up to court and if you have representation, you will get more time than that, and you can get it by consent or some sort of settlement agreement so that you don't have an eviction on your record. And the Right-to-Counsel allowed us to partner with the Louisiana Fair Housing Action Center and Jane Place. And Jane Place helps to notify people if you want an attorney, you have the right to one, you can get one. Here's how you can access them. And then they also keep data for us.
Okay. So what's going on exactly? Here at Jane Place, we have the Eviction Court Monitoring Project. We observe massive racial disparities, gender disparities. The majority of people who were facing eviction were women. The majority of people were Black. 56% of all tenants altogether were Black women. The majority of those Black women talked about caring for other individuals. And so we realized, if this is a majority Black city, we're evicting the city.
Stable, safe, affordable housing is a significant determinant of health. When you have a place to live that is itself healthy, and when you have the security of knowing that you will not be evicted, then you are able to do the things that keep you healthy and to tend to your basic needs.
So Right-to-Counsel has really leveled the playing field for a lot of tenants in our city, because now tenants have someone they can call.
This is a good thing for everybody. We are all on the same team. What we want is healthy, habitable housing for our community. We want our community to be better. And this is a way to do that.
We saw a decrease in evictions. We saw an increase in trust, and you can say, started from the bottom, now we're here. Oh my goodness, this is great. So I'm appreciative, and I look forward to more work that we're going to do.
No one in our community should be held back by not having enough basic needs. I want to be a part of supporting those where we can and making it a more equitable place.
I firmly believe that in our world, that every county can figure out a way to bring Right-to-Counsel into creation.
While our fabrics of neighborhoods and cities may be different, there are some common threads and common denominators that are rooted and grounded in people and through dignifying people.